Look, the last time I've played RuneScape was on the shitty fucking netbooks in high school, right? Because that was the first time I got a computer that was legitimately like on the internet. Was my sophomore year, because I don't think we had the netbooks the freshman year, and RuneScape was like this web game at the time. But well, at least it was on the web. It probably was, on their official launcher. But what I heard was that RuneScape is now going down this path that, that many other games are going down, like Apex Legends. Like uh, what's another example? Like games that are IPs in entertainment that are valuing, you know, leeching as much possible money from its consumer base as possible, and it's leading to the point where even the very product itself is becoming less for the consumer. So the consumer experience overall is just lowering it for, you know, leeching as much money from the consumer. And again, making money is fine, but it's now kind of like they've reached this point where they're trying to make even more money from its consumer base. And a lot of people, like in the case of Apex Legends, where you can't use the in-game coins to buy the pass, you gotta buy the pass with actual money now, right? Or I guess Overwatch has kind of gone down this path too, which is why no one cares for Overwatch, right? Overwatch 2. Man, there's one more example that I just cannot think of. But yeah, people call it the inshitification. Like at first, I didn't really know what the term was, but I knew that yeah, that's exactly happening. I guess my idea of the inshitification of like services, right, is valuing profit over the consumer experience. And that's kind of what's happening with RuneScape. So let's give this a watch. This is Jagex. I think this is the CEO of Jagex.
Access to only the mobile version of the game, or ads included in a non-gameplay intrusive manner.
I have a feeling we're about to be royally this.
Ads in a game in just being injected in game is just something that makes no fucking sense under any circumstances. Like video games are now literally trying to be TV, right? Whereas on Netflix, the whole appeal of Netflix was you didn't get ads. Like, yeah, it was also cheaper than cable TV. Same thing with YouTube. Same thing with, well, before it became Twitch, it was Justin TV, right? It was the idea of skipping, that facet of television, which was ads. You can cater your experience and entertainment to you. Nowadays, again, Netflix has ads. Fucking YouTube has, every place has advertisements. I probably did so many videos about how like many like sponsored and like ad material is like on the site, right? And now it's even coming for our video games. Look, the thing of like product placement is fine, like Porsche in that goofy intergalactic game. Like product placement is okay, but fucking ads, like the community, the consumer base is not going to stand for this.
Is a sign of things that are about to get worse. if I've ever seen one. If you haven't seen this survey yet, you're definitely going to want to watch this video through to the end. I don't know what kind of criteria you need to meet to receive this survey in your inbox, but I received it on an alt account I've only used for meme purposes. The survey starts off by asking you really generic questions related to your account, membership, buying behavior, and how much you play. It then starts playing this video. This video is filled with the usual sales-oriented rhetoric where they claim to be focused on providing greater value for your money, while supposedly striving to make their services more accessible and affordable for those who may not yet have the financial means. I don't think I've ever heard anything more honest than that in my life. As a quick recap, they increased the membership prices by about 24 to 30% across the board, across different currencies, just a couple of months ago. That price increase followed a survey asking players if they would be willing to pay more for membership if Jagex would cut back or perhaps even remove Treasure Hunter.
Actually, because this just came from me, what I think happened, right, and many companies done this, and you know these things happen if you work like upper middle management positions. Sometimes you will refer to a third party for, like, you know, survey and research purposes, and, you know, giving you market trends, right? And this is me not defending Jagex and what they're trying to fucking do with RuneScape. And to be honest, I feel like this is going to be shut down immediately. But what they did was they hired, like, or contracted some type of, like, surveying group or service, and they referred to them with, you know, ways of increasing monetization, increasing player consumer value. Like, this is giving the best type of interpretation for this situation. And I feel like even other, like, holders of major IPs have done this, because in the past 4 years, like, many entertainment companies have just had a surge in profitability, and what they see is, oh, this is what we got last year, this is what we got this year, and they're trying to craft the forecast of what they can make next year and what all they have to implement. And again, in doing that, at least now we've hit the point where it's like, okay, the growth is not infinite and you're having diminishing returns. What could we possibly do to maybe cut corners or, you know, do things of that like? And I think the ads was one of the things. And again, I do believe they referred to this, like, research survey group and tried to, you know, tout that out. Because again, they've probably paid this group lots of money to do this. So yeah, they're not going to, you know, renege on the decision. I'm guessing these are probably, like, I don't know if Jagex, like, actually, I think he does play the game. It's just, I don't know. I mean, at first I was like, okay, they probably released a survey and they're going to do this anyway. But so many other, like, means of entertainment are going down this route of, you know, ads, extra monetizations, increasing, you know, increasing the price of services, that I think this is just something that they tried to do.
Anyways, let's go back to this survey. The survey then presents you with all 16 membership perks or features Jagex has in mind, some of which kind of already exist. Each perk has its own video and asks you to vote on how well it was explained, plus how exciting you are for said perk. There is one exception, being limitations at different prices, but I'll get to that in just a bit. Here's an overview of the features I saw in my survey and what they are. Now, if you want
Basic benefits. Current memberships features the base membership, special member worlds, servers of players with no ban history, local servers, high player count, cap and world. And this is just on the membership. Special membership. So like a private Minecraft server. Maybe if it's just, but just for the membership holders. Community worlds, modern servers, adjust NPC damage, player speed, XP rates. I feel like that could be used as like effectively pay to win. Yeah, it's community worlds. Limited membership plans, mobile only membership, membership with ads. Now that's number 4 is the thing that everyone's up in arms about. I mean, let's go through the rest of these. Multi-character, 1 subscription. So you pay, you can have multiple characters on 1 subscription plan. I mean, I feel like that's something they should have anyway. Discounted membership, additional characters. Discounted membership for each additional character added to your plan. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that would be fine. Again, if you're already playing the base. And, well, because you need number 5 to have number 6. And I don't much care for number 5. Enhanced display name features. Custom name symbols. Show total level on right click, etc. You should be able to do that anyway. Character name reservations. Permanently save and transfer names. You should have that anyway. Enhanced player support 0 times 0 is still 0. Yeah, should have that anyway. Additional security features. Passkey, one-time base password, recovery help through character cloning. That's something that, like, you're gonna hide that behind a membership? Why? Pre-verified account recovery. Use real world ID to verify it's you. I don't think you should. Again, I'm always of the opinion of how you acted in the early 2000s. Don't give your real world ID. Don't give your name. Don't give your number. Don't give your phone, like, photo. So I'm against 11. Pause membership, skip renewal period, pause it once. I mean, you have to have a membership to do that. So what if? So do you lose all this stuff when it's paused? Avoid data tracking, custom goals, track multiple people, customize dashboard. Complimentary bonds. Receive a bond once per month. So that's like, I guess, like, you know, just extra resources once per month. Guaranteed transfer of name transfer. Counters, names, sniping. I mean, I feel like, okay, half of these require the membership, which I don't care for. Another half of these are things they should have anyway. And another a little bit of these are things I don't fucking care for and should not be in the game to begin with. Like your real world ID. Fucking ads. Yeah.
If you want to take a look and pause the video, I would recommend you do so because I'm not going to really cover them one by one, but I'm going to cover some things that stand out to me. Personally, when I look at this, there's a bunch of gibberish. There's a bunch of stuff that I don't care about at all. And other things should just be base membership features and not locked behind some kind of upper tier of membership. Think security features, account recovery, and player support.
Yeah.
I mean, what is enhanced player support? Who thought this was a good idea? Now, it's not all bad. There are things in here that I definitely want to see. Namely, the guaranteed transfer of a name to avoid name sniping bots because these exist and they're fast and it sucks to lose an original or perhaps a very expensive username that is very dear to you. I also like the idea of having multiple characters within one subscription, with the exception that it's not that much more expensive when compared with the base subscription. In fact, I would prefer it to be the same price, if anything, but we all know that's not going to happen. And Community World seems really interesting to me. As a content creator, that's probably the dream, being able to modify NPCs and things in the game, change the way you look, change the damage, XP value, and so on. It's basically a private server, but it's your own little world.
Yeah, and again, I would like that on in theory, but again, I feel like that is literally just pay to win, because you can just turbo max your character with like you and a couple buddies, and just become max level and everything. And there's a PvP to the game, and you can just absolutely fucking fold everyone. Yeah, again, in theory it seems amazing, but in practice it will literally just be used as pay to win.
That seems really cool. But my main issue here is these things are all going to cost you more money. And most of these features or perks are not really going to enhance your experience, like new content or a new skill would. So, let's just go to the next section. You kind of know what they are based on what you can read here. Let's go into the different price images Jagex throws at you, where you're asked to pick something and then choose if you would renew your membership or you wouldn't, based on the options you're presented. And I believe there's like 12 combinations of 4 choices, or 8 choices I should say. So we're not going to be going through all of them, but I will be showing you a couple. And for your reference, membership costs €12.50 if you're paying month by month and you're able to cancel whenever, or €7.50 if you're a Premier Club member, aka you have the 12-month package.
Yeah, again, just it's the same subscription model of most sites. It's like, okay, you're paying a little less over a longer period than you were to get, a shorter period. I mean, again, the same type of transaction as many other subscription services that you'd be using.
To keep that in the back of your mind, okay? Okay, this first image is the only one in the entire survey, for me anyways, unless I missed one, they're so similar, where you would be paying less for a 12-month package or the 1-month package than you would be paying now. So Jagex, go ahead and slap that one in and decrease the membership prices, okay? The only caveat here, of course, being you needing to pick between Old School RuneScape or RuneScape 3. I could go into the other options, which, admittedly, if you're paying for membership on each of those accounts right now, are good value, just for the membership price alone, but I don't believe a sizable portion of the player base is playing 8 accounts at once. Okay, you know what, we're just gonna cut to the chase and get to the point of this video. Keep your eyes on the first box. Premier Club membership costs €7.49. This option right here, and it's just gonna get worse from here, is more expensive and ads are included. This is like Netflix. You're paying more, and your subscription service game that also has tons and tons of microtransactions has ads. These could be pop-ups, these could be banner ads, these could be unskippable videos, would be really disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, it's effectively like, and this is what I hated with certain mobile games like Clash of Clans, right? Like sometimes they'd have ads thrown in. If you click on something on accident, oh god, or you could, I guess, yeet out of the app. But yeah, it's like, how will the ads be implemented? Well, I don't think people really care. People just don't want it in, like, at all.
What?
Clients access to only the mobile version of the game, or ads included in a non-gameplay intrusive manner.
I don't even care how ads are added. The fact that they're gathering data on this topic, or even considering adding ads to a subscription-based game, an MMORPG with tons and tons of forms of microtransactions, is disgusting.
I mean, isn't RuneScape free? I'm gonna say this. It is less intrusive in a free-to-play game. But again, if it's not in there and people don't want it, then yeah, you shouldn't put it in. That's my opinion.
Free to play mobile game? Sure, pay €1 or perhaps two to permanently get rid of those ads on a mobile game. I'm not against that business model. However, adding ads while increasing the membership prices again is tone deaf, utterly disgusting, and reeks of greed. This is a grotesque demonstration of prioritizing profits at the expense of the customer, you, the RuneScape player, no matter the cost. This survey highlights an alarming detachment from the RuneScape player base, aka Jagex customers. And it's not just ads, just look at these options. Why would I want to pay more for a shorter AFK timer than I'm already paying right now? Or take this, I would happily pay Jagex 44% more per month just for additional account security features.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about, right? And that's what the in-shitification is. It's locking basic and hell features that should be in the game behind paywalls. Like so many services, so many games are doing this, and it's like the boiling of the frog analogy. Really, it's like you turn up the temperatures just little by little, and the frog doesn't even really know it's about to get boiled, but because it's regulating its temperature, which costs energy. But then before you turn it on, like before it goes to high, the frog's already tired and now it can't jump out the pot. Like I think many people playing games are now like in entertainment and video games. Like we're about to reach boiling point, but the fact of the matter is better, less intrusive monetization, or hell, even free games that aren't intrusive at all exist. But again, if you've been playing RuneScape for, you already have several thousands of hours into it, odds are you're not going to want to stop. I mean, you have so much money, so much time placed into an account. So some people will be like, oh God, I'm being boiled. I want to get out, but I don't want to lose all my shit.
I don't really care what Jagex says about this, being a proposal and not finalized, but the fact they're asking these questions while presenting clearly more expensive prices is concerning. The fact that the survey has a bunch of options to try to check if you're a bot or you're just being negative or not, because I answered no, I want to cancel my membership with pretty much every single option, is a clear indication to me that the questions they are asking in this survey actually matter. If they didn't, they wouldn't be asking them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you wouldn't ask retarded questions like, "What's your favorite color?" or "Who did you vote for in the last election?" or "What color are your eyes?" Yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, they're asking specific questions in the survey that pertains to implementations they're going to do in the future, right? So yeah, I do believe this is intentional. Again, my argument is I feel like they're referring to some sort of statistical analysis survey group, and because they paid the money, it's like they don't. Well, I'd also kind of blame the group because again, most of these groups are detached from the consumer. Like this is purely business to business, like whereas from Jagex to the customer is business to consumer. So we don't really know what's going on under the scene, but something's happening. I can tell you, like, this is my opinion. Again, I don't know, but I feel like they did just refer to some third-party survey group for, these questions and all these things. And, they paid the money, so they're not going to renege on it, which is why the consumer's getting these things. And they probably 100% believe, oh, well, they're not going to be overly negative about this stuff because again, you look around to many other like services or games as services, and you see these things.
For example, McDonald's, they're not going to ask you how many times you shower per day in a survey because they don't care. They won't ask you how many times per week do you eat fast food or what kind of fittings do you prefer on a burger, as these are all relevant questions to McDonald's. And so are all of these questions to Jagex. Like, it just... they're planning something. And it's very likely that that will involve some kind of membership price increase. And it doesn't seem like they have much to show for it other than Community Worlds, which does seem really interesting. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Peace.
Yeah, and again, I still think that whole like people flipping out over the ads, but I don't know. I feel like there's so many other things to flip out about, like features that should already be in the game. Like, don't get me wrong, the ads are increasing the price is idiotic, but I mean, that's just my opinion. Spill the tea. Your next run of Barrows is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. They say you don't quit RuneScape, you just take long breaks. These options will probably change that. Yeah. Yeah, like I'm addicted to Warframe. Well, now it's Pal World, but I feel like that's a fixation. That's about going to move on. But yeah, it's rough when Pro Talks don't tell you to grab a cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Yeah. Paying your money, still getting ads is disgusting practice. It's giving greed and no respect for loyalty. I also agree, but the sad fact of the matter is people will do this. Like, a lot of people said that when YouTube, if they were to get ads, they would quit. But I don't know, the numbers don't really add up. And I think it's mainly because many people didn't care. It's like, they said the thing hoping that it'd be enacted, but then it happened, and I mean, again, there's still ads. YouTube's still making a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, and that's that. Now if it happens, I will quit, and I survived 18 years of bad updates. Again, and I do believe this particular person might do it, but I think enough people will let the pot get a little hotter before they leave. What the actual fuck? On God. So I defeated Jagex through a lot of shit. Defended Jagex through a lot of shit. But I cannot defend this. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. They are testing the boundaries of what's acceptable in this game. I'm maxed with a few 120s, and I think I'm done. Yeah. I do believe they will again, when YouTube said it was going to get ads, a lot of people said they'd fuck off, but they never did. I mean, granted, people did use ad blocks, right? Until they started warring with ad blocks. A war that they're losing. But, yeah. But anyway, that's all I really got to say about this. I mean, it's such a fucking weird thing to do. Peace.